Hey, what's going on, everyone? Hope you guys are doing absolutely amazing. This is your boy Case coming at you guys again with another Tower of Fantasy video. Today I'm actually going to be doing a pretty interesting video. A lot of this information you guys probably were not made aware of because this information kind of slid under the radar, but I am going to be actually talking about the results of what was found coming out of the first global closed beta. What did the developers actually find that was pretty interesting? What they actually might need to change, what things they might need to adjust, and etc. Now, I want you guys to be aware that Global Closed Beta 2 is actually live currently right now. There's tons and tons of content creators on Twitch right now, on YouTube, streaming the game, so make sure you guys check them out. But with that being said, the developers are going to be looking for things coming out of Global Closed Beta 2, and I just want to go over the information of what was actually found in the first one, the first Global Closed Beta coming out of it. So let's actually kind of go over the numbers real quick. So the total number of players in the first global closed beta was not named. We were told about 588,000 server logins, and there were 640,000 online hours from all players. During the first global closed beta, there was 251 players that had managed to reach the maximum level of 54. The most popular characters that was utilized in the first global closed beta was Claudia, Bai Ling, Mero, Shiro, and Samir. So those were the most popular characters, which is not surprising. The most surprising parts of the global closed beta, which most people did not expect to happen, was that the stats actually had shown that there were a number of deaths that came from PKing. Now, most of you guys are not familiar with MMO terminology. PKing is a short term for player killing, meaning you were killed by another player. And what they had actually found, the developers had actually seen, was that there were 415,000 PKs during the global closed beta. Now, what that actually means is that 91% of them were actually found to be under normal circumstances, and 1.24% of them came from drowning. Now, I'm gonna just put this out there first and foremost. I was one of those players who actually experienced the drowning numerous of times, so I wouldn't be surprised if that 1.24% actually represents me, because I was definitely that guy. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a climbing and falling to your death percentage on here, because I'm pretty positive that would represent me as well. The second most surprising thing that was actually found is that, oh, here it is right here. There were a number of fall deaths. So the character, listen guys, in this game, climbing and swimming is I don't know why it's so hard, but it is extremely hard. It is challenging. I'm gonna say that. Oh, that's hilarious. That really makes me laugh. Some of the most popular dishes that was actually found. So this is coming from the most casual audience. The most popular dish that was found in the global closed beta was the crispy grilled fish. Around 90,000 people had chosen that dish. The dark dishes were cooked. 30,000 of them had cooked dark dishes. Number of times a dream machine was completed, about like 80 something thousand. And then the number of times any park facility in Cetus Island was open was around 1,936. That's not actually a huge number. So in the global closed beta, we're going to actually focus on like the social aspects of things. So like the guilds, who was joining a guild, were people actually interested in this aspect of the game. So it says that 70% of the global closed beta players actually joined a crew, which is this is their form of terminology for a guild. A crew equals a guild. A number of times that the crews have reached the highest level was actually 5. That's actually saying a lot, because what that actually is saying is that there was only really a couple of guilds, from my experience, that was able to reach level 5. And the reason due to that, because this number may seem low, but one thing you guys got to recognize is that there was tons of people, if you were in the first global closed beta, that had their own guild. Everybody wanted to be the guild leader. So what you would actually see would be a ton of guilds that just had a very low amount of players and it just had like a guild leader, and a lot of guilds are also struggling with recruiting other players just due to the limited number of people being inside of the global closed beta. So don't take this as if, like, you know, guilds are not in interest of this game, because they definitely will be. So don't, that number is not really a really good accurate number that represents guilds. And then it says, the last thing, it says a number of times joint operations was open, so 60,000. So again, joint operations, if you guys do not know what joint operations is, this is pretty much the co-op content. You know, this is like where you get to team up with players and do co-op dungeons together. Now, when it came to the battle elite stuff, this is mainly focusing on like gear score and things like that, etc. It says the highest gear score that was in global closed beta was 39,153. That's good for global closed beta. But, you know, as you guys progress, and you guys, if any of you guys are part of CN, you guys know that that number, if you was to take this number and compare it to things that are in CN, that number is pathetic. Just be honest with you. The highest floor that was reached in Bygone Phantasm, most of you guys, if you guys do not know what Bygone Phantasm is, Bygone Phantasm is basically Tower of Fantasy's Spiral Abyss. So the highest floor that was reached was 289, and the number of times that people had entered the Bygone Phantasm was 38,979. So that is all of the information that was pretty much reported on Tower of Fantasy, what was found inside of the global closed beta. Now the developers, they went back and looked at some of these things, and you know, they're definitely retaking a look at some of the things. I'm telling you guys right now, when global closed beta does release, if you guys have been following CN, things will be different in comparison from CN to global. There's going to be some adjustments, there's going to be some changes, so things are not going to be exactly the same. So if I were you guys, I would take all of this with a grain of salt and just go into global closed beta, especially if you are someone who's coming from CN expecting change. Now if there is no changes, then hey, you know, it's all good. But I'm almost confident, just based on before the first global closed beta, the message that they had put out talking about what they were going to be doing to, you know, gear and weapons and etc. You know, they're going to make some changes and adjustments. I'm pretty confident that when this game finally does release globally, there will be some major differences between the CN version and the global version. So as always, guys, this is your boy Kays. Hopefully you guys have gotten a lot of value out of this video. If you like this type of content, make sure you guys rate, like, comment, and subscribe to the video. As always, guys, I appreciate you guys' support. More videos will be coming on the way soon enough. Sorry I was gone for a while, guys. Had some major things that I had to take care of, but I am back, and you guys can expect more videos coming soon. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video, and I will catch you guys later. Peace.